IHN show. Gentlemen.
Nice mic.
Sorry. Is that better?
Starting off strong, aren't we, boys?
We is. Yeah.
-1 dingers already. All right, anyways. Let's try that again.
All right. This is episode number 79. There we go. Okay, so I would say we've got quite a lot to talk about here. Playoff hockey, normal, the NASCAR. Got
The
that.
NASCAR.
Other than that, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be alright. Okay. Yeah, we got a whole bunch going on here. Playoffs are in full swing still in the OHL, the NHL.
That too.
So we're gonna hop right into it, and I've made a little alteration to one of our games.
Okay.
It is no longer going to be what track am I.
Oh my.
It is going to be what facility am I.
Oh no, that's even worse.
So, this facility is a timer.
I've got it ready.
I don't care about your timer.
Oh.
Listen to this circus. All right, I am for hockey, a capacity of 19,250 people.
All right, well, let me look it up a second.
I don't think so. This arena was completed in 1998 at a cost of $185 million in 1998 dollars, I could say. Inflation would be $296 million 2018 dollars. The architect was Arobur Beckett. Beckett. Broke ground on November 8th, 1996 and opened on October 3rd, 1998. Project manager was Upton and Partners. Structural engineer was Walter P. Moore and Associates. The general contractor was Arena Development Company, a joint venture of Centric Rooney /Hubbard, Hunt, and Nichols /Morse Diesel. It currently houses an NHL team in the Eastern Conference. This team is not currently in the playoffs. It was almost entirely publicly financed and features 70 suites and 2,623 club seats. Where was the... here it is. In addition to, insert team name here, the arena was formerly home to the Florida Pit Bulls of the American Basketball Association, the Miami Cliente of the Lingerie Football League,
okay,
and the Florida Bobcats of the AFL, along with the only season of the Florida Thundercats.
Okay.
This arena also serves as the host of the Orange Bowl Basketball Classic held every December in conjunction with the namesake college football game. The arena also hosted the 2003 NHL All-Star Game and the 2006 ABA All-Star Game, which is the American Basketball Association. It seats 20,637 for basketball. Arena football is 779, and concerts range from 15,207 to 22,457. You have 30 seconds left.
Is it BB&T Center?
Took you long enough.
Nice.
When I said Miami, that should have gave it away.
It did, but I kept thinking about it, and I just let you keep going. That's what I figured it was, so...
Well, you should have rattled it off then.
That's alright.
Oh, jeez. So, that is... We can still do tracks. Just saying.
Yep.
And if you do freaking ECHL arenas, I'm gonna come over there and whoop your ass, alright? Because you ain't doing any of that.
Exactly. That's a little unfair, yeah. Just a little.
Goodness gracious. Alright. Unless you got anything else to add.
I got nothing.
IndyCar it is. And so I says in the wide world of IndyCar, there was the first practice for IndyCar Indianapolis on, I think, Wednesday because it was rain. Yeah, it was rain delayed. Results from that practice, well, it was more or less a test, I guess. Yeah, test, I should say. So we want to know there was 2 different tests. There was the veterans test and the rookie orientation / refresher test. So, only 29 drivers were at the track to get comfortable in their machines, go through team tech lists, and provide rookies and veterans who have been out of the compact a while the chance to pass stations, clearing them to run a full tilt. When practice for the Indy 500 presented by Cambridge begins in 20 days, which is, when was this written? The 24th. So we got 15 days, boys. Veterans results was your top or your fastest driver was Takuma Sato at a speed of 226.993 miles per hour, which is a time of 39.6488 seconds. Your slowest speed was, we're not going to do that because obviously he had a problem. I was going to do Tony Kanaan at 20th, but obviously he had issues there, so we're not going to say that. Was 19th of Max Chilton at 40.7990 seconds and 220.594 miles per hour. In the rookie orientation and refresher results, fastest was Colton Herta at 39.8040 seconds at a speed of 226.108. Slowest was the number 66 of Fernando
Alonso
at a speed of 218.690 miles per hour and a time of 41.1542 seconds. Oh yeah. So Takuma Sato, like I said, turned the best lap. The classic Ed Carpenter was just behind him at 226.414, about half a mile an hour slower. Almost 6/10. Oh, excuse me, 6/10 of a mile an hour slower. So, the program was interrupted and stopped a few times due to rain or issues on the track. Mostly due to rain because obviously Mother Nature does not give two about the month of May. So, what else do we have? Oh, okay, so all the rage these days is those those video doorbells by that one ding dong company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that I don't want to say.
Uh-huh.
So, well, I guess Alexander Rossi had one of those forms, maybe not exactly that sound that a doorbell makes. It says IndyCar driver Alexander Rossi catches a package thief on camera. Stealing someone else's property isn't the smartest idea in the world. Attempting to swipe someone's package on camera is even dumber. Indy 500 winner Alexander Rossi was the victim of package thief recently in Indianapolis. Luckily for Rossi, the 26-year-old racer captured the horror on camera. He said in a Twitter post, "Whoever you are in the hashtag Indianapolis area that came up with the super original idea of stealing people's packages, I'd make sure there aren't cameras next time." The video shows a man outside of Rossi's front door. He sprints to the package and rides away on a bike. His face is blurred slightly, but the bright yellow jersey and red backpack are pretty distinguishable. It's unclear if Rossi filed a police report or if the suspect has been caught. Well, I'm sure he filed a police report.
Yeah.
Jeez. Although I love the one video of the dude, he put shotgun blanks under a fake package, and then people go to pick it up, and the shotgun blanks go off, and it scares the freaking crap out of them. It's like, oh, that'll teach you, you son of a bitch, freaking lowlife. Oh my goodness. Porsche is cooling its jets on its IndyCar interest. And lag is pissing me off. So, talks between the NTT IndyCar Series and German auto manufacturer Porsche, or Porsche, however you pronounce it, or however you want to say, I should say, regarding a future engine supply agreement have come to light. Racer, which is what I'm getting off of this, has followed the topic with interest in recent weeks as the possibility of signing Porsche to become an official supplier gained momentum behind the scenes. With a new 2.4-liter twin-turbo V6 engine formula due in 2021. 2021 is a big year for and NASCAR.
Yeah.
NASCAR is going to have, hopefully, a revamped schedule with very little, if anything, to do with mile-and-a-half tracks. And they're also supposed to have the Generation 7 car. IndyCar has held numerous meetings with a variety of manufacturers, including the German and racing powerhouse, German auto and racing powerhouse, which are believed to have started in January at Daytona. In search of a third supplier to complement Chevrolet, and Honda, Porsche's legendary status in sports car competition, and to a lesser degree Formula One and IndyCar, which IndyCar would have been a long time ago, would add a powerful brand to assist on the series' ongoing growth. Racer has learned, however, that a decision made around the Long Beach Grand Prix event to forego an IndyCar engine program was delivered, although there is adequate time for Porsche or any other marquee to enter the 2021 season with a new motor. The owners of the 19 overall victories at the 24 Hours of Le Mans are not currently expected to rejoin IndyCar, where it last raced in 1990. That was 20 years ago. Almost 30 years ago. Nice job doing math. Porsche's sole focus of late in open-wheel competition involves the all-electric Formula E series, where the brand will enter a factory effort in the upcoming 2019-20 season. Could you get more boring? With electrification at the core of Porsche's current and future racing strategy, its need for a hybrid electric solution could be included in IndyCar's next-generation powertrain rules, and the present lack of options in that regard of IndyCar's 2021 and 2016 regulations could have been a factor in its decision to remain focused on Formula E. Assuming Porsche does not reverse course and opt in with IndyCar engines, the conversations between both entities would not necessarily come to an end. Persistent rumors of an initiative to bring Porsche's popular Carrera Cup GT racing category to the United States as a regular support series featured at IndyCar's road and street courses continue to make the rounds. It's unclear whether the Carrera Cup will be sanctioned by IndyCar or by its longtime partners at IMSA. Okay. What in the world? Okay, so that is that. IndyCar in the test at Indianapolis, they use IndyCar tests of their new debris deflector. You know what the halo looks like on the Formula One cars, right?
The what now?
The halo.
Halo.
It's like the thing that goes over the cockpit. Like it has like the center bar going up the center, and it's like a ring around the cockpit.
I think so.
Look up a Formula One car, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyways, IndyCar is using a debris deflector, which is just like a little thin piece of metal right in front of the driver that's supposed to deflect the debris that were coming towards them. Now, if it comes at a higher angle, the guy's still screwed. But hopefully next year they'll go to a windshield, windscreen, whatever you want to call it, sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
That's called the halo, what sits on top of the cockpit.
All right.
So.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right. That's IndyCar. Fun fact, go ahead.
All right, my fun fact is, I've got a really good one today. My fun fact is about hockey, and not just different leagues and what's going on and stuff like that. My fun fact is the oldest hockey stick in the world.
Really?
This guy, William Moffat, who was born in Nova Scotia, wherever that is, in 1829, or when the stick was made, this hockey stick made in 1829 is the oldest living hockey stick in the world, made from a single piece of sugar maple wood. And this hockey stick was bought in 2008 for $1,000 and then sold again for $300,000.
Just a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
Ah.
Holy smokes. It is now on display at the Canadian Museum of History near Ottawa. And people to this day call it the world's oldest hockey stick.
Really?
And that is my awesome fun fact.
Nice. My fun fact is In the spirit of Talladega this past weekend, do you know the original name for Talladega Superspeedway?
Oh, I can't remember.
All right, because you probably never heard of it. When it opened in 1969, so this was the 50th year of not only Talladega, but also Dover this upcoming week.
Yeah.
Talladega was first called Alabama International Motor Speedway.
That I did not know. Nice.
The name was changed to Talladega, as my dad likes to say sometimes.
Yeah.
Talladega Superspeedway 1989. Why that change beats the hell out of me. So, alright. Whose favorite segment is up?
Fine.
That's right. It is time for 2 minutes in the penalty box. Bob Probert, here you are. For NHL scores, we must go back to April 24th, which was a Wednesday. Go Ted.
That day was Game 7 between the Hurricanes and the Washington Capitals at Capital One Arena. Game 7 went into double overtime as the Hurricanes got 4 and the Washington defending Stanley Cup champions got 3. Courtesy of Brock McGinn, it was a tip-in from Justin Williams and Jacob Slavin.
It's alright.
Holy.
Shocker, Justin Williams assisted. Never would have guessed Mr. Game 7 doing.
Yeah, Jacob Slavin on that assist got his 9th assist of the playoffs. And that was only 7 games in the first round from Jacob Slavin.
Master.
Dishing it out is
right.
right.
You can do Thursday as well since it was only one game.
On Thursday, the second round of the playoffs started.
Woo! That's another free dinger. You're up to 2.
The first game of the second round this year was between the Columbus Blue Eyes and the Boston Beaches. That one went into overtime as the Jackets got 2 and the Beaches got 3, courtesy of Charlie Coyle, son of Beach. And then next and last, we have the Dallas Lone Stars and the St. Louis Blues. That game was also 3-2, but not in overtime, and it was courtesy of Vladimir Tarasenko and Jordan Binnington for the win. Unreal.
Friday, April 26th, we had an ultimate goalie battle. As the Hurricanes and the Islanders played against each other, Peter Mrazek prevailed in the goalie battle thanks to Jordan Staal at 4 minutes and 4 seconds into overtime.
It also got his 4th goal of the playoffs.
To finally beat Robin Lehner and win 1-0. The Sharks hosted the Colorado Avalanche, and the Avalanche lost to San Jose 5-2. Courtesy of the game-winning goal coming from
Kevin LeBanc.
Beat me to it.
No.
Saturday, April 27th, before you go, I'm going to throw this computer out the window.
Alright, please. Shattered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, on Saturday, April 27th, we had the Stars and Blues again, and the Blue Jackets and Bruins with Game 2. The Stars beat the Blues 4-2, courtesy of Matthias Janmark. And then in the Blue Jackets and Beaches game, that one also went into double overtime. As the Blue Jackets won 3-2, courtesy of Matt Duchene and Sergei
Bob Robsky. Oh, it's good stuff, isn't it?
It is.
Sunday, April 28th. The Hurricanes and the Islanders played once again, and the Hurricanes once again prevailed, but this time it was not quite a goalie battle. Sort of was, but it wasn't, as the Hurricanes won 2-1, courtesy of Nino Niederreiter. And the Avalanche, pissed off from their game against the San Jose Shark Tanks, and Shark Tanks were all drunked up on beer, must have been, as they lost 4-3, courtesy of Nathan McKinnon and Philip Grubauer.
Must have been.
Oh, it's good stuff. All right, schedule's Tuesday, April 30th. Bruins and the Blue Jackets will play at 7 p.m. for Game 3. And the Sharks and Avalanche will play at 10 p.m. for Game 3 as well. Wednesday, May 1st. Go ahead.
Both of those games are on NBCSN, also known as
Duh, Little Boy Network.
Wednesday, May 1st, start of the month, is the Fishermen and Hurricanes. Who's in the Stars? Hurricanes and Islanders game is at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that is in PNC Arena. And the Brews and Stars game is in American Airlines Center at 9:30 p.m. Both of those games are on the Little Boy Network of NBCSN.
Yep.
And that'll do it.
Okay, go for your scores.
All right, it's time for the best part of the show.
Argue that, but okay. You sicky. Yuck.
Okay.
Take that outside.
I don't think so.
What?
For the AHL, we'll start in the Eastern Conference as the first round of the playoffs are almost done.
Oh.
Okay.
What could there possibly be left?
I'm getting to that, and it's in the Western Conference.
Sons of bitches.
Okay. To start off, good news. The Charlotte Checkers beat the Providence Bruins in 4 games.
Oh, I got good news. The Grand Rapids Griffins are out. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Good news? What do you mean good news?
What do you mean good news?
End the misery now.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, where's the shotgun sound on that
I
thing?
have that right here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then we have the Hershey Bears and the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Hershey won in 5. Sucks. This next game right here, we have the Cleveland Monsters and the Syracuse Crunch. Cleveland won in 4. That's good stuff. Toronto swept Rochester. Sucks. The Bakersfield Condors beat the Colorado Eagles in their first ever season in the AHL in 4 games. At least I know it sucks. At least they got to the playoffs. But what is good is the San Diego Gulls beat the San Jose Barracuda in 4. Thank God. The last 2 teams not done yet is the Admirals and the Wild. They're tied at 2 games apiece. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our Grand Rapids Griffins. Our Griffins are out of the playoffs as on Sunday, Chicago beat us 4-2, even though, they beat us 4-2 at Allstate Arena, and at Van Andel on Wednesday, we lost 2-5.
That sound effect pretty much summed it up.
That sucks. Iowa and Milwaukee, it is in Milwaukee at Milwaukee Panther Arena tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern for Game 5. Then on Wednesday starts the second round of the playoffs. Let me see here. Now I gotta see if I can find any paddlings for you.
Oh, I want to hit the button. I haven't hit the button yet. We haven't had a paddling yet.
On Thursday, April 25, when Cleveland beat
5th
Syracuse in Game 4, Syracuse got 0 and Cleveland got 3.
And since it's the playoff, that's deserving of a double paddling. Chicago! Come on, another paddling, another paddling, another paddling, another paddling, another paddling. You're killing me, Smalls.
That one game is the only paddling.
That son of a bitch league.
I know. Well, they kept it close.
Heads are gonna roll here pretty soon.
Yeah. All right. So that means Charlotte will play Hershey in the second round. Toronto will play Cleveland. Chicago will play Milwaukee or Iowa. And Bakersfield will play San Diego.
If Chicago and Milwaukee play, that'll be a good series.
That will. It's going to be entertaining. 1 versus 2.
They'd be able to drive to each other. They wouldn't even need to fly.
I know. That's the thing.
They could just take the bus.
Pretty much.
That's like the easiest series ever. It's like, well, think about it. New York. That's pretty much driving, well, not quite, but it's almost like driving from LA to Anaheim. Just take the bus.
Yeah.
What's another set of close teams? Obviously, the New York team. Shut up. They're all close.
Yeah.
New York to New Jersey. Well, where in New Jersey is New Jersey? Devils.
Where in New Jersey?
Where's the Devils at?
I don't know where Prudential Center
They're at the Prudential Center. It's not what I meant.
It's kind of like Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. You can drive there.
Yeah, those are kind of pretty far apart, to be honest.
That's all right. You can still take the bus.
Yeah, you can still take the bus. All right, let's see here.
All right. Well, while you look that up,
Jersey Sinners. They be is. Oh, it didn't tell me yet. All right, you keep going. I'll look it up.
We have the ECHL Kelly
Newark,
Cup
New Jersey.
playoffs
Oh,
now.
jeez. Yeah, they could drive there. You can take your car there.
You can walk there.
Yeah, take you all day, but you could walk there.
Yeah.
Probably get shot halfway there, but you could walk there.
In the Mountain Division in
Oh.
the ECHL playoffs, the Tulsa Oilers have a 2-0 lead over Idaho. In the North Division, the...
Yeah, you are the hoe.
Huh?
I said, yeah, you are the hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
You
Newfoundland Growlers have a 1-0 lead, or 1-1 tie against the Manchester Monarchs.
Whoops.
In the Central Division, our very own Toledo Walleye are tied at 1 game apiece with the Cincinnati Cyclones. We won Game 1 3-2 and lost Game 2 2-5.
SOBs.
I know, and then the series is gonna move to Toledo, so we'll be all right. And now it's time for your Orlando Solar Bears.
That's my team.
They're going up against the Florida Everblades, and the series is tied at 1.
No kidding.
Tied at 1 as the series moves to Orlando.
Well, since we're on the topic of buses, where does the Florida Everblades play? I would assume somewhere in the Miami area. They play at Hertz Arena, which is...
Oh, we lost 2-4, not 2-5.
Oh, whatever.
I just say.
All it does is improve our goalie stats.
Yep.
They play in Estro, Florida. Where's that at? All right, go to maps. It's right by I-75. So that means it is over on the west side of Florida. It is over by Fort Myers. So from Orlando down to Estro, Florida, man. Where's the directions? We'll do Orlando. It is a total of about a 4-hour drive.
Yep.
Take the bus. Really, it's a 3-hour drive. This route has tolls. No, it doesn't. It only has tolls if you stop. That was a joke. You guys all missed it. I'll be here. I'll grab my coat on the way out.
All right. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah, as my dad would say, don't let the door smack your ass on the way out. All right, keep going with your scores.
All right. We are now.
I'm done having my fun. Tough crowd,
Yeah.
jeepers. Tougher. I tell you what, this is one tough nut to crack.
Shut up. Oh, that's good. That is good. Holy cow.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to the WHL.
Harder than a coconut.
Shut up.
Or diamond. Diamond's the hardest stone you can get.
Yeah, yep.
Everybody else watching this is probably just like, where's
Bar,
that?
rar, rar.
No, they're like this.
Very much.
And I'm like, again, I'll grab my coat on the way out.
Yeah.
This time I will let the door smack my ass.
Oh, gee.
All right, continue on.
Okay, here. I got the WHL scores. You got one paddling game to take care of here in just a second. The Vancouver Giants beat the Spokane Chiefs in 5, and the Prince Albert Raiders beat the Edmonton Oil Kings in 6. Our predictions are right. Who do you have, Prince Albert or Vancouver for the WHL championship?
Where's my paddling?
Your paddling is that when Prince Albert beat Edmonton in Game 5, the score was 4-0. Yeah.
That's a paddling.
That is your paddling in Game 5.
I like that paddling.
I have Prince Albert in 7 against Vancouver.
I'll take the opposite then.
All right. That's all I got.
All right.
I'd say that was all your paddlings.
What about your USHL?
I got to do OHL first.
Oh, hell.
OHL, you have 2 paddlings.
Ooh, you turning up the dial now, boys.
Yeah, the paddlings suck. Make it 3.
Woo!
Okay, here's your first paddling. In
All right.
the Eastern Conference for the OHL, The Ottawa 67s beat the Oshawa Generals in 4 games. That is that is part of my paddling, as in the first round, Ottawa swept Hamilton. In the second round, Ottawa swept Sudbury. And in the third round, Ottawa swept Oshawa. That is 10 paddlings.
Are you counting?
No.
Oh.
That was a guess.
I think that's 10.
Okay.
I think that's an ass whooping, actually.
Yeah, it is. So,
Jeez.
Ottawa won the Bobby Orr Trophy for the Eastern Conference champions. And, the Saginaw Spirit and the Guelph Storm are tied at 3 games apiece.
Oh, boy. When's Game 7?
Game 7 is tonight at Dow Events Center at 7:05 p.m. Eastern.
Look out, MF.
I'll get to your 2 paddlings in just a second here about it. And it's about the Guelph Storm. The Guelph Storm and Saginaw Spirit series is like the Vegas Golden Knights and San Jose Sharks series this season. Vegas up 3-1. Except Saginaw was up 3-1, and now Guelph is making a comeback. Who do you got for Game 7 tonight?
Well, I'm biased.
Yeah, we're both biased. Alright, well, to get a free dinger, how about Saginaw in overtime? Alright.
Alright, if they win, you get a free dinger.
Alright, that works.
Ends up being double overtime, you SOB.
Screwed it up. Alright, here's your 2 paddlings. In game number 5, Guelph won 4-0.
Jeez.
And in game 6, Guelph won 5-1. In that, your 3 paddlings.
Tight.
Alright, now before I get to the Slapshot League, I gotta go to the USHL first.
You know it's Slapshot League. If you don't know what Slapshot is, first watch the movie. It's
gotta love it.
Funnier than hell. Then the Slapshot League is the FHO, the Federal Hockey League.
Yep.
As a real life Slapshot.
I have in the USHL, in the Western Conference Finals, it is the number 1 seeded Tri-City Storm going up against the number 3 seeded Sioux Falls Stampede.
Sioux,
too. Game 1 hasn't been played. And then in the Eastern Conference Finals, our very own Muskegon Lumberjacks and the number 2 seeded Chicago Steel. Game 1, Chicago won 5-4 in overtime. And game 2, that I didn't hear until now before the show started, Muskegon won 3-2. So the series is tied at 1.
Nice.
That is pretty good.
Tight. What else you got cooking?
Here.
That's the Eastern Conference Final, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
In the FHL.
Slapshot.
Yeah, Slapshot League, yeah.
And the Clef Bomb League.
Shut up. In the Slapshot League, this is the last thing I have for hockey, and you have 1 serious paddling coming up.
Oh, yes. Bam!
In the FHL, the finals is best of 5. Yeah, it is best of 5. First one to win 3 games wins. This is your other paddling, I guess. Even though I already said it. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did already say it. Carolina won game 1 on Friday, April 19, 7-3. Carolina won game 2, Saturday, April 20, 4-3.
Oh, that's not us paddling. Whoops. Reverse paddle.
How do you reverse paddle?
I don't know. That's a good thing.
Take it back. Suck it up or something. Just.
All right.
That's
reverse.
better. All right.
I definitely want that coming in reverse.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers. Shut up.
Take a Miralax or something.
Good lord.
Good. Jeez. Oh, I forgot to tell a story about my dad.
Oh, for story time. All right. Let me finish this up quickly. So then we'll, before we get into the news, we'll hear your story.
We'll hear story time now.
What news I have to tell my fans is that the Carolina Thunderbirds won the Commissioner's Cup in Game 4. I'll get to Game 3 for his serious paddling in a second. Thunderbirds win it on April 27 on Saturday when they won 4-3. And here's your serious paddling by the Elmira Enforcers, who they went up against. In Game 3, to force a Game 4, The Elmira Enforcers won 7-2. I think that is deserving of 8 paddling. That's pretty good.
It's shaving a haircut. That's 7.
Yeah, it's alright.
All right, time for a Richie Rich story. Unless you have something else to add.
I got nothing.
All right.
No, I love this story.
There's 2 of them. One of them I'm not going to say because I'd have to... I could say it. Richie Rich story number 1. So we're sitting here on the couch watching the race at Talladega. Yeah, Talladega. Although the race was not a derp in my opinion. Pretty good race.
It was.
Anyways, we're watching a race. My dad took a nap because, you know, NASCAR race takes 3 hours. That's a good excuse to take a 3-hour nap.
Yeah.
So he wakes up about, a third of the way or so through the race. And my mom, she just made up a thing of like refried beans and cheddar cheese and mixed it up, put it in the microwave to warm it up. And then they had those one chips that are scoops. I know what the brand name is, but I'm not going to say the brand name.
Say it. Get in trouble.
Yeah. So it's chips that are scoops.
Tortilla chips.
Yeah, what I do to Dylan, scoop the bean dip.
Yep. That's good.
So we're over there, we're just kind of like, you know, and my dad wakes up, and he must, you know, smelt bean dip or something, because, you know, he gets up, first thing he goes over is grabs a big-ass plate of bean dip and chips, or the tortilla chip scoops. He has it on a paper plate, you know, he goes over, watches the race, and commercials, and more commercials, and then back to the race. He finishes eating that, he goes, puts his plate back, and over where he sits, he puts his computer leaning up against the wall. And he's like, oh boy, that was the best bean dip ever. I'm thinking, it was just refried beans and cheddar cheese. It's like, it's nothing special. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, called to stop the show, you know? Yeah. It wasn't just like...
Pretty much.
It wasn't that good. It was just bean dip. So, he says that, and he goes over and starts picking up his computer. And then it hits me that he has to go drop a deuce now. So, it just express lane, froom, right on out of him.
Cleaned him out.
Yeah, I guess so. That's better than Miralax.
Pretty much.
Oh, man. Yeah. And then my other story, he comes out of the bathroom. I think he took the screen off where our parents' bedroom. He took the screen off probably to clean it later or something. That, or something with his computer. It was something with a screen. That's all I know. It was something with the screen. He's trying to do something with the screen. What he's trying to do something with the screen, I don't know what that something with the screen is, but he's trying to do something. And... we're down there, me and my mother are watching a race, and also we just hear, Jesus, why is everything gonna be so goddamn complicated? And we just look at each other thinking, what the hell is he bitching about now?
He's doing something.
And I'm like, and he's like, this stupid screen is just pissing me off. I'm like, Dad, you're getting pissed off at an inanimate object. He's coming down the stairs, and he's just like, well, hold on. He's like, well, mother... man, come on.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, I don't understand why inanimate objects are out to get me. And then, of course, I say, they're out to get you, Richie Rich. Oh, jeez. I sat there and laughed. It's just
yeah, that's great.
It's just out of nowhere. Why is everything going to be so goddamn complicated? Jesus.
Inanimate object.
Oh, my God. They're out to get you. Oh, my God. He's a circus and a half.
Yeah. Got that right.
Oh, good
Holy
Lord.
crap. I love that story. This is great.
All right.
You should tell that to Big Mitt.
Big Mitt.
You should tell that to my dad.
What did your dad say? Oh, well, you left before the race was finished.
Yeah, but when I got home, I told him all about it, and I told my dad that he got 14 points in fantasy.
Well, I don't even know how many points he got. I haven't added it up yet.
Oh, it's got to be 14, I think.
Could be more.
Yep, something like that.
What'd he say?
He said, well, that's pretty good, he said.
And then you say, yeah, you're going to be picking last for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, what?
Or.
Yeah. Oh, it's classic Big Mitt face.
It is.
All right, in the news of the NHL, your Ted Lindsay Trophy finalists are Patrick Kane, Nikita Kucherov, and Connor McJeepers. Okay. In a goalie battle, Philip Grubauer or Martin Jones?
Oh, Martin Jones for me.
Really?
Yeah, you?
I don't care. Peter Mrazek versus Robin Lehner.
I have Lehner.
Really?
I have hair.
Okay. Zach Hyman has surgery on his ACL that he tore. He could miss the start of the season due to the 6-month or so recovery time.
Yikes.
Pavelski was day-to-day up to Game 1 versus the Avs. I don't even think he played in Game 1.
What about Game 2?
I don't know. Jack Adams nominees were Barry that's the coach's nominees.
Yep.
Finalists were Barry Trotz, Craig Berube, and John Cooper.
Yep. Sorry, I saw that too.
Yeah, I know you did. Trust me, I know you did. Calder Trophy nominees or finalists were Jordan Binnington.
Elias Pettersson.
That's my thing. You get 3 stars. Finalist is my thing.
All right, I know who the last guy is.
Yeah, I know. Elias Pettersson and Rasmus Nicholas Lidstrom Dahlin.
Oh, I saw that too.
Dahlin. Jack Hughes passed Ovi with a record of 32 points. Ovi had 31. And the International Ice Hockey Federation World U18 Championship.
Holy crap, good
Just
kid.
a few. And he only ended up with the bronze.
Son of beat.
Probably broke his back carrying the U.S.
Yeah, like Jordan Binnington is kind of carrying the St. Louis Blues right now.
I don't know. They're doing all right.
No, I know.
Peter Mrazek left Game 2 early with a lower body injury.
Oh, yeah, I saw that Curtis McElhaney came in.
Yeah, he's currently day-to-day.
Yeah.
And Hart Trophy finalists are Sid the Kid. Obviously Nikita Kucherov, who's probably going to win it.
Yeah.
And Connor Big Jeepers.
He better not win it.
Oh, probably. It'll be either Kucherov or Connor McJeepers, I think.
Yeah, I should.
All right, unless you have anything else to add.
Nothing.
On this day in NHL history, April 29th, in 1986, Claude Lemieux, who started the infamous Fight Night at the Joe.
Also known as Turtle Day.
Yeah.
Oh,
scores 5 minutes and 55 seconds. That's a free dinger.
Nice.
You are bumping at a
5/6.
You're at
six
dingers.
It's pretty good.
To give the Montreal Canadiens a 2-1 victory against the Hartford Whalers at the Forum in Game 7, the rookie forward sends the crowd of 17,546 into pandemonium when he picks up a loose puck behind the net, whips around in front, and lifts a backhand over the shoulder. He is a 20-year-old who spent most of the season in the minors because the first rookie to score and becomes the first rookie to score overtime goal in Game 7 of an NHL playoff series. In 1959, the Boston Bruins and the New York Rangers began a 23-game, 26-day exhibition tour of Europe, playing games in England, Switzerland, France, Belgium, Germany, and Austria. The Rangers finished 11-9-3 against the Bruins, thanks in part to the addition of Bobby Hull. In 1978, Laney McDonald scores 4 minutes 13 seconds into overtime to give the Toronto Maple Leafs a 2-1 win against the New York Fishermen in Game 7 of the quarterfinals at the Nassau Coliseum. Each team wins its 3 home games before McDonald beats Glen Resch for the series winner, which moves Toronto into the semifinals against the Canadiens, and they did not win the cup that year because it's Toronto. 1989, Ken Regret, a last-minute substitute for the injured Ron Hextall, makes 39 saves to help the Philly Flyers defeat the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-1 in Game 7.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad. The Flyers limit the Penguins to a second-period goal by Mario Lemieux. A short-handed goal by David Poulin at 6:57 into the second period puts the Flyers ahead 2-1. 1993, Dino Ciccarelli of the Detroit Red becomes the first player in NHL history to have a hat trick in the playoffs with 3 different teams.
Really?
He has a postseason hat tricks with the North Stars, the Washington Capitals, and the Detroit Red Wings. In a 7-3. Oh yeah. Road win against the Toronto Maple Leafs. 1997, the Anaheim Ducks wrap up the first playoff series victory in their history by defeating the visiting Phoenix Coyotes 3-0 in Game 7 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. Guy Hebert makes 31 saves for the first playoff shutout of his NHL career. Dave Kapar gives the Ducks a 1-0 lead when he scores in the third period at 3 minutes and 11 seconds into the first period. On the same night, Derek Plant of the Buffalo Sabres becomes the first player in NHL history to score the tying goal in the third period and the overtime winner in Game 7. In 2011, Ben Ferraro?
I have no idea.
Ferraro? It's not Ferraro. It could be. A rookie forward playing for some Ben guy. A rookie forward playing in his first Stanley Cup playoff game on his 24th birthday. celebrates by scoring 7 minutes and 3 seconds of overtime to give the San Jose Sharks a 2-1 victory against the GMRedWings. In the opener of the Western Conference semifinal series at HP Pavilion. In 2015, Ben Bishop makes 31 saves, and the Tampa Bay Lightning defeat the Red Wings 2-0 at Amalie Arena in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference first round. The game is scoreless until defenseman Braden Coburn scores 3 minutes 58 seconds into the third period. And in 2017, Jean-Gabriel Pageau scores his 4th goal of the game. I remember watching this game. The Rangers absolutely fell apart. At 2 minutes 54 seconds of the second overtime to give the Ottawa Senators a 6-5. Let's play that again. That's better. That's better. Victory against the Rangers at Canadian Tire Center. At Canadian Fire Center. Or, I'm sorry, I should say
Dumpster Fire Center.
More like Tire Fire Center.
Yeah, that too.
New York leads 4-2 until Pageau scores a second of the game and 3:19 remaining in the third period. He ties the game with 1:02 remaining and goaltender Craig Aronson on the bench for an extra attacker. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. That is all I got for On This Day. Unless you have something else to add.
Not a thing.
Time for trivia. Go ahead.
Right. I'm up first, eh?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, my trivia question. This NHL record, there's 2 different guys, and I'm gonna give you the guy who did it the first. Who in the history of the NHL has the most consecutive overtime goals? Now, I think how this works is it's probably during the regular season, I would assume, where if one team wins in overtime, this guy scores, and if they go 1 or 2 games in regulation in the regular season, that's fine. However, the next overtime game, the same guy scores. Is how I'm gonna assume it works. I'm not sure if it is or not, but that's how it is. Most consecutive goals, or most consecutive overtime goals, the guy who did it second is Nathan Horton with 3. And you have to try and guess the guy who did it first in the 2007-2008 season.
I did this question on you.
Really?
Yes.
What do you mean you did this? Okay, I have a backup. No worries.
No, but you did Nathan Horton. I told you there's 2 guys who have done it. You can pick one of the 2, and you chose to do Nathan Horton.
I'll be a monkey's uncle. Now I know.
So I can't remember who it was. So I stopped looking at him.
Oh.
Then I spent the next 4 minutes trying to describe Nathan Horton.
No. I was gonna spend the next 3 minutes describing Andrew Cogliano.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, do your backup.
I have a backup, thank God.
All right, good.
Who in the history of the NHL has...
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
...the most playoff overtime goals in one career?
Most overtime playoff goals in one career, eh?
Yeah. This guy born July 7, 1969. Age 49. Born in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. 5'11", 195 pounds. Centerman, left-handed shot. He was drafted 15th overall in the 1987 NHL draft by the Quebec Nordiques. Out here. In the 1986-87 season, all the way to the 87-88 season, played with the Swift Current Broncos in the WHL. From the 88-89 season all the way to the 94-95 season, he played with the Quebec Nordiques. From the 95-96 season all the way to the 2008-2009 season, played with and retired with the Colorado Avalanche.
He played for the Avalanche from
95-96 to 2008-2009. Went into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2012.
Peter Forsberg.
That is the incorrect answer.
That's a good guess, though. Joe Sakic.
That is the correct answer.
Oh, nice.
I was just about to say he was also involved in Turtle Day. Joe Sakic has the career record for most playoff overtime goals in a career with 8.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Just a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. My trivia question is... Crap, where is it? Oh. Who holds a record? You're definitely... There's 2 guys who hold this record. The first one's on March 7th, 1923.
Holy crap.
I don't think you're doing that guy.
No.
All right. The other one is April 17th, 2015. That sounds a little bit better.
It does.
All right. Who has the most penalty minutes in one playoff period?
Holy crap.
Most penalty minutes in one playoff period.
All right.
This player was born April 3rd, 1982. He's currently age 37 years old. From Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, wait a minute. That ain't right.
6'2", 214-pound defenseman, right shot. He was drafted 194th overall in the 2000 draft by the New Jersey Devils.
Sitters, eh?
Yeah. He made his NHL debut with the other team in Pennsylvania in 2009 after 6 years in the minors. He currently still plays in the NHL. In his NHL career, he has played in 622 NHL games through the 2018-19 season, 29 goals, 92 assists for 121 points, 542 penalty minutes.
Good lord.
In the playoffs, he has played 55 games, 0 goals, 5 assists for 5 points, and 108 playoff minutes. Or, I'm sorry, penalty minutes. He won the Calder Cup in 2000. He was the Calder Cup champion in 2006, and he won the Mark Messier Leadership Award in 2018.
He played for the New Jersey Sitters in 2015, right?
He never actually played a game with a Devils jersey on.
Oh, okay.
He played for the Penguins from 09 to 14, Calgary from 2014 to 2017, and currently plays for the Vegas Golden Knight Lights.
Is it Derek England?
I almost said no because it's pronounced England.
England, that's
Derek England.
Sorry.
He had a total of 42 penalty minutes in one period.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. What was that? What did I say? It was the 14-15 season? No, it had to been 14-15 season. He had a total of 50 penalty minutes.
Good night.
So he did like 7/8 of his penalty minutes in one period.
Yeah.
I guess get it done and out of the way.
You might as well.
Japers. You just crossed the 2-minute mark when you got that.
Nice.
So, I believe it is time to go on to
the NASCAR
and drinking beer. In the NASCAR, this past week, they were at the Talladega Super Speedway, a 2.66-mile paved tri-oval for the Geico 500, which is 188 laps, which is 500.08 miles, just past 500 miles, even though they didn't even make it 500 miles before the race was over. They made it about 499, and that's about it. Your pole sitter for the race was Austin Dillon. I'm sorry, Austin.
I don't deserve to be Dillon.
The time of the race took 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 59 seconds. Average speed was 161.331 miles per hour, which is pretty quick. There was a margin of victory, which was nothing because it was under caution. Your stage 1 top 10 was Ty Dillon for his second stage win of the year and career. 88 of Bowman,
the showman,
Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott, 41 of Daniel Suarez. The 6 of Flying Ryan Newman. William Byron, Recky Stenhouse, The Shrub, and the 95 in the Lightning McQueen mobile, Matt
DiBurrito.
Stage 2 top 10 was Chase Elliott, Bowman,
The Showman.
William Byron, Hendrick top 3. Ryan Blaney, Austin Dillon, The Big Bush, Kyle Larson, Daniel Hemrick, Joey Logano, and The Shrub. There were 6 cautions for 21 laps. There was a caution on lap 11 involving the 43 of Bubba Wallace, the 11 of Dennis
The Menace
Hamlin, 34 of Michael McDowell, the 4 of Kevin Happy Harvick, the 14 of Clip with a P Boyer, and the 36 of Matt Tift. Then there was this end of stage 1 on lap 55, end of stage 2 on lap 110. Lap 131-ish or so, there was debris on the backstretch. And then on lap, with 7 laps to go, lap 181, the 10 of Almirola, the 19 of Mark Truex Jr., the 37 of Chris Buescher, the 77 of Stanton Barrett, the number 95 of Matt DiBenedetto had a problem on the backstretch, and there was a red flag for 8 minutes and 47 seconds. And then there was a wreck on lap 188 involving the wreck. Actually, this caution, this is actually wrong. The caution, I read an article on this. So, how the race ended, they were coming through the tri-oval when they were taking the white flag, and Recky Stenhouse, doing his damnedest, hit the wall head on, hit the safer barrier, and spun to a stop on the apron. And by that point, the cars were already coming out of turn 2. And just when NASCAR actually threw the caution for Recky Stenhouse, because he couldn't get the car refired and start moving.
Yep.
Even though I argue he was fine where he was, because he was down on the apron at least. But hey, I'm not NASCAR. I would have left it green. But it didn't matter, because then there was a big wreck on the backstretch. But the caution was actually thrown for Recky Stenhouse. So William Byron, Kyle Larson, the 38 of David Reagan, and the 81 of Parker Kligerman. 81 of Jeffrey Earnhardt had tea time on the backstretch, although they were technically not involved because the 17 was the reason why the caution was thrown. So there was 37 lead changes among 15 drivers.
Just you.
Austin Dillon, Bad Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Brendan Gaughan, Eric Almirola, Kyle Larson, Marty Truex, Ty Dillon, Chase Elliott, Bowman the Showman, Big Bush, Recky Stenhouse, Eric Jones, and Matt DiBenedetto. Oh, actually, not Big Bush, Kyle Busch. Excuse me. Huh?
What's the difference?
Huh? Talking smack, boy? Kick
Nope.
your ass. Better not. Your race winner was the number 9 of Chase Elliott, who was outlead by quite a bit when the caution came out. Second was Alex Bowman. Third, Ryan Preece. That's a good day for him.
It was.
Joey Logano was 4th. Daniel Hemrick 5th. Another good day for him.
Yep.
Both of them were both Preece and Hemrick are rookies. 6th was Kurt Busch. Ryan Newman was 7th. Brendan Gaughan 8th. 9th, Eric Almirola. 10th, The Shrub. 11th, Corey LaJoie. Good day for him. 12th, Daniel Suarez. 13th, Bad Brad. Austin Dillon. 14th, Ryan Blaney. 15th. 16th, Paul Menard. 17th, Ty Dillon. 18th, Reed Sorensen. Eric Jones, 19th. Marty McFly, 20th. 21st, William Byron. 22nd, Jeffrey Earnhardt. 23rd, David Reagan. 24th, Kyle Larson. 25th, Recky Stenhouse Jr. His dumb name is Jr. 26th was Ross Chastain. Parker Kligerman, 27th. Cody Ware, 28th. 29th, Clip Boyer. 30th was Chris Buescher. 31st, Matt DiBenedetto. 32nd was Justin Haley. I'm sorry, did I say Stanton Barrett was in the 77? I meant Justin Haley was in the 77 when I was reading off cautions. 48, car of Jimmy Johansson was 33rd. 34th, Landon Castle in the 00 Buckshot Jones mobile. 35th, Stanton Barrett. 36th was Dennis Hamlin. Matt Tiff, 37th. 38th, Kevin Harvick. 39th, Bubba Wallace. And 40th was Michael McDowell. David Reagan was actually having a damn good race. He was up front quite a bit. He didn't finish in the top 10 in either stages, but that was because he kind of got screwed over by cautions. But David Reagan, he was up front for a lot for the Shriners Hospital for Kids. So, 38 Mobile. So, the next race is May 5th, 2019, obviously, at the Dover International Speedway at 2 p.m. Eastern, race 11 of the 36 race point season. Whoo! Kyle Benjamin will drive a partial truck schedule for Nice Motorsports. Ryan Sieg to run a truck race at Dover. Dover was going to build a new Cup garage after the NASCAR triple header weekend. This coming weekend. Talladega TV ratings. Fox earned a 2.8 overnight rating for yesterday's Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race. It is flat as it is the same number from last year's race. Yeah. Oh, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to run a special Darlington Xfinity tribute scheme to his father. That's pretty groovy. And Logano is going to visit the White House today to meet with the President of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump. So, yeah. What else do we have? Oh, okay. So I got a story here for now. Here is NASCAR. Oh, geez, PBSing. Here is NASCAR being their best. So, in the first practice, the Big Bush was the fastest at 202 and change miles per hour. And NASCAR's like, yeah, it's a little bit too fast. And they already have a big old 8-inch spoiler, or an 8-inch parachute, essentially, on the back of the cars. So what they did is they added a 1-inch wicker spoiler on the back, which is like an air scoop, so it's supposed to, like, the air would go into it, funnel around, and hopefully slow down the car. Except it didn't slow the car down. It made him faster. In the second practice, Ryan Newman did 204 and change as a top speed. Well, average speed. So, good job, NASCAR. Couldn't leave good enough alone, could you? Nope.
Pretty much.
Where would we be without that? So, Chase Elliott obviously won the Geico 500. The first race for Chevy since Chase Elliott won the Fall Kansas race.
Pretty good.
Yeah, which was a long time ago. I can tell you what, the Dawsonville pool room siren was going off. Woo! So, Dawsonville. Yeah, that's right.
Bill from Dawsonville.
Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. So NASCAR is going to look at Kyle Larson's flip and do research to see if they need to somehow keep the cars on the ground. So I'm all for seeing wrecks and stuff. Seeing somebody flip down the backstretch, that's a little bit too much. You don't need to see a driver flip down the backstretch or the front stretch. You don't need to see a driver ever flip, really. Yeah. But you can only do so much till you start ruining the racing. I think how it is now, NASCAR should not touch the package. Obviously, take off the wicker spoiler. That was a fail.
Yeah.
Don't touch the package. Okay? You cannot do research off of one race.
Yeah.
So, if at Daytona and the next Talladega race you have people roll over, then yes, adjust the package accordingly. But if you don't have anybody, then it's fine. It was just a one-off thing. All right? You're never good. There's never going to be, and if you want, there's a balance between having good racing at essentially still plate tracks, and not having cars barrel roll down this track. Okay? There's not really a way to bridge the two together, because if you take too much power away from the cars, then you're not gonna be able to do anything when you go out to pass somebody. But obviously, if you have too much power, then you're going to have everybody flipping every 5 seconds. But, so, if you could get it to the point where you have somebody flip maybe once per year or once every 2 years, I think you're in a good spot. You're never going to eliminate somebody flipping in NASCAR. It's not going to happen. It's going to be like Jamie McMurray. He blew a tire last year at Talladega, and then Ryan Newman, he turned, so Jamie McMurray turned sideways, and Ryan Newman ran right into the side of him, and that force just flipped Jamie McMurray. It had nothing to do with the package, but then NASCAR slowed the cars down. It's like, no, it was fine. You don't need to touch it. No. It just so happened that he blew a tire, has nothing to do with the restrictor plate, blew a tire, might have hit something for all we know, turned sideways, and Ryan Newman just power drove him and flipped him. It's just how it happens. So, I don't know. That's all right. When we win to pick six and we get a major mistake in NASCAR, we're going to change everything to how it should be.
Yeah.
So, all right. Unless you have anything else to add besides fantasy.
Gotta do that.
All right. So, this week in fantasy, Mick kicked ass again. Bastard. I review here. I picked Bad Brad. Andy picked Double A. Rich picked the Big Bush. And Mitt picked Trice, obviously. Me and you got a whopping 0 points.
That sucks.
SOBs. Mitt got 1 point stage 1, 3 points for winning stage 2, and 10 points for winning the race for a total of 14. That SOB is at 49 points. Good lord.
Don't hate that.
It's terrible. The horror.
And then last but not least, we have Richie Rich.
Richie Rich got 1 point stage 2, and that's it. He's at 32 points. So that is your NASCAR fantasy for us. Now, Dover, different story. We're gonna, you pick first, actually, for Dover.
I already have my pick. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right, I better write that pick down. I got that down. My pick for Dover is Jimmy Johansson.
He's ever gonna win a race again?
He might at Dover.
He's got 11 wins there. He definitely knows how to win.
Yeah.
You can write down my pick as Chase Elliott.
Really?
Chase runs good at Dover.
Well, I'll be a monkey's. All right. What is Richie Rich's?
Don't know. We can ask him. I can ask him later.
All right.
So now we'll go into who had that number. Go Ted.
By who had that number? Today's key number, and your number is really, really key. This famous hockey guy is very well known and famous for the number 4. Number 4.
Red Kelly.
No, not that famous. Who had the number 4 for the LA Booger Flings in the 2006-2007 season? Born December 10, also 1969, same year as Joe Sakic. Age 49, born in Simcoe, Ontario, Canada. 6'4", 225 pounds.
Big dude.
Defenseman, right-handed shot. He was drafted 70th overall in the 1988 NHL draft by the LA Kings. Definitely a draft steal.
Huh.
In the 1987-88 season, all the way to the 1989-90 season, in the CCHA, played for the Bowling Green Falcons. And then in that same season, 89-90, all the way to the 2000-2001 season, he played with the LA Booger Flings. And then in the middle of the 2000-2001 season, got traded to the Colorado Avalanche until the end of the 2005-2006 season, where his career in Colorado was done, as in the 2006-2007 season and 2007-2008 season, he went back to the LA Booger Flings. And then lastly, in the 2008-2009 season and 2009-2010 season, he played with and retired with the San Jose Shark Tanks.
Did he wear the number 4 in his entire career?
He did, yeah.
I don't know.
Won the Stanley Cup with Colorado in 2001. He and his wife, Brandy, have 3 kids. 2 sons, Jack and Max, and a daughter named Brooke. His best friend, former NHL goaltender Dwayne Rollison, grew up playing hockey with him. And This guy looked up to Red Kelly when he was growing up. Very famous dude. 1,270 NHL games played. 777 points in his career.
No, that's pretty good for a defenseman.
It is. 777 points in 1,270 games.
It's averaging over half a point game.
Yep, for a first-line defenseman. Pretty good. He retired on June 18, 2010, and with 22 seconds left, his initials is RB.
My first guess would be Ray Bork.
That is the incorrect
That's what I was
answer.
thinking. That's incorrect.
And the time ran out. This guy's name is Rob Blake.
No kidding.
Have you heard of him before?
Yeah, I've heard of Rob Blake.
Got him. Okay. And that is by who had that number. Dang, I was hoping it would be just as good as Jason Arnott.
No, it's not. They compared to Jason Arnott.
Oh.
Nothing will compare to Jason Arnott unless you
know.
do like Det Zook and I go full stupid and don't get it.
Yeah.
Who wore the number 5 for the Detroit Red Wings from 1995 until 2013?
Rasmus Dahlin.
No, I
That's
don't
it.
think so.
Maybe.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
All right,
He's swinging all right.
who drove the number 18 for the 2006 and the 2007 seasons entirely in the NASCAR Cup Series?
Was it J.J. Jelly?
I hate you.
Are you shipping me?
All right, let me go to the 21 car.
Woo! Yeah, buddy. Yes, ma'am.
All right, A-Wipe, grab your ankles here. Who drove the number 21 from race 9 in the 1979 season through...
Holy crap.
Yeah, you really screwed yourself now. Through the end of the 1982 season.
Holy crap. I'm sorry, I remember that JJ Jelly used to drive the number 8 Interstate Batteries car. I remember that. Oh, man.
He was born on July 30th, 1946 from Hueytown, Alabama, and died in a practice session at Daytona International Speedway on February 11th, 1994 at the age of 47.
Really?
Yes. He won the 1982-83 World 600s and the 1979 Firecracker 400. He's named one of NASCAR's 50 greatest drivers as of 1998, and he's an International Motorsports Hall of Fame inductee in 2001, and he is winner of the first ever NASCAR race run outside of North America, the Goodyear NASCAR 500 held in Australia in 1988. His best finish was 4th in the points in 1985. His first race is the 1974 Nashville 420 in Nashville. 420. His last race was the 1993 Hooters 500.
All right.
In Atlanta. His first win was the 1977 Capital City 400 in Richmond. His last win was the 1988 Good Wrench 500 in Rockingham. He has 18 wins in the Cup Series, 20 poles, and 156 top 10s over 362 races over 18 years. He drove the number 21 car for the Wood Brothers. He later became part of the famous Alabama gang, which included Red Farmer, this driver, and the Allison family, including Bobby, Donnie, and Davey Allison. He participated in IROC, which was the International Race of Champions, during 3 seasons in 79, 80, and 84, and finished second twice.
How much time do I got left?
You got 50 seconds.
Initials.
I don't think so.
When you'll give it to me.
When he passed away, he was on Hoosier tires and not Goodyear tires.
Ah.
This was the first death of the weekend in the 1994 Daytona 500 Speed Weeks. Rodney Orr died shortly after him. His initials, NB. N as in
Nancy,
B as in boy. Ten seconds. 5. Out of time. So much for JJ Jelly.
Yeah.
The correct answer is Mr. Neil Bonnet. He was a color commentator for CBS, TBS, and TNN in the years until his death.
I can count the number of times I've heard of him before on one hand.
You've heard of him before, though.
Either once or twice.
You've heard of him before. Keep getting stuff like JJ Yelly, you're going to start getting stuff like Cale Yarborough when he drove the 21 car.
Yeah, here in a minute.
Yeah. So watch it, buddy. No more cream puffs for you.
Alright.
Screwed the pooch now.
Pretty much.
Alright. That is the end of our wonderful show. So thank you very much for watching this episode of the IHN show. We certainly hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like down below and then subscribe to our channel to be up to date new video releases, and hit the little bell icon to be notified when we do upload a new episode. That is for the old YouTube. If you'd like to download our podcast, it's on Apple Podcasts. If you have Android, you can download the Podbean app off the Google Play Store and type in IHN show there, and it will come right up. If you'd like to help us make the show better, easier to produce, and in turn be more productive, and in turn turn to the Ed Herald Show, please support us on Patreon. Link to that down below. If you'd like to contact the show, it is ihnshow@gmail.com, and that'll be in the description and on the outro screen. If you'd like to start a conversation in the comments, please do so. We just request there is no mean or vulgar language.
Racism, politics, and sexism is not allowed.
Just use common sense before you type. We're all here for just some good fun. All right, white flags in the air. Do you got anything to add?
Not a thing.
All right, IndyCar, May 11th at 3 p.m. Eastern on the Indy Road Course on NBC, race 5 to 17. NASCAR, race 11 to 36, Sunday, May 5th at 2 p.m. Eastern at the Dover International Speedway on FS1. Yo, have a great rest of your week, y'all.